So this movie was atrocious. I mean, I pretty much knew it was going to be, just by who's in it. I mean, this Amy Schumer, whatever the hell her name is one of the pig people of comedy. And I don't say that because she's overweight, or not even overweight, but she's a little pudgier than normal. I say that because, she's one of the pig people. Ho, ho, ho. Bodily functions and the fact that people have sex, that's so funny. It's the, we're all stuck in the third grade of comedy. This film is just as terrible as the trailers lead you to believe. But you know what? I came up with a fun game while watching this movie. This is how bad this movie was. I had to come up with a fun game to keep myself from walking out. Instead of me sitting here and listing off for you all of the various reasons that this movie is god-awful and you should avoid it at any and all costs, because this film is, I believe it is possible to classify this as a war crime now. I really do. But instead of doing all that, what I was doing while in the theater watching it is I was coming up with a list of everything I'd rather do, see, or hear, as opposed to be forced to watch this movie again. So I'm going to share some of these with you, and that will be my review. So things that I would rather do than watch Snatched again. Let's see. Well, let's start with an obvious. I would rather take a cross-country trip in my all-black car with a black interior through the hottest states in the United States, with the windows up and no air conditioning, and a radio station that only gets the All Rosie Perez All the Time channel. I would rather watch the entire M. Night Shyamalaniverse from start to finish with no bathroom break. I would rather be trapped on an airplane for 24 straight hours in the most cramped seat possible, my bad knees shoved up my nose, with a crying baby to my right, and a window seat that jams me in the ribs and forehead to my left. I'd rather watch the New England Patriots win every Super Bowl from now until the end of all recorded time. I would rather clean every bathroom at my place of employment with a toothbrush and no gas mask to mask the smells. I would rather slam my private parts in this car door 15 consecutive times, take a break, and then slam it 15 more. I would rather never watch a Marvel film again, and instead, every time a new Marvel film comes out, either watch Catwoman, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, or Steel. I would rather... Oh, let's see. I'm kind of running out already. I had more. I would rather attend a Twilight fan symposium where they showed all 4 movies, had live readings of all the books, and then had a Q&A with the writer afterwards. I would rather eat nothing but pineapple pizza for the rest of my natural life. I would rather stay in a room with Hamilton fans and have them tell me why it's the greatest thing to ever exist. I would rather spend an entire day with teenagers who do nothing but speak in text speak. I would rather delete every scrap of music from my iPod and have the only thing on there be constant ringtones. I would rather jam ice picks under each one of my toenails. I would rather watch nothing but reality shows. Okay, here's one I was really proud of. I would rather spend half of the day watching absolutely nothing but Donald Trump press conferences, and then spend the other half of the day doing nothing but reading the obnoxious reactions to his press conference on Facebook. I would rather go bungee jumping without the bungee. I would rather spend my entire weekend at the Saturn plant while my car gets extensive multi-$1,000 repairs done on it, and the only thing they have on the TV is the Today Show. I would rather direct High School Musical again. I would rather be forced to give a multi-day symposium listing out the cinematic achievements of the Star Trek reboots, the latest Ninja Turtle films, and all the Michael Bay Transformer films. I would rather watch the Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies without the commentary, which that one's not as bad because I actually do that. Anyway. I would rather nothing work on my DVR except for some reason it only records the last 6 to 7 seasons of The Simpsons. What else? My God. I hope all this is getting across to you. I would rather let my hair and beard grow for 6 months and live with the discomfort that causes me. And those of you who saw that when I did Spitfire Grill, you know. I'd rather direct the Velveteen Rabbit. Let's see. What else? I'd probably rather watch some of the movies I've watched already this year that I didn't like again. I was about to say I'd rather watch Manchester by the Sea again, but I don't think I'll go quite that far. I think if it was a toss-up between this one and Manchester by the Sea, I'd probably just have somebody to shoot me. I don't know. It's like, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to make that kind of choice, I'd vote. I actually vote. That's just a joke. I would rather, again, now I'm actually questioning, because I was going to say I would rather put up with certain elements that were involved in my last summer production. I don't want to get much more into specifics than that, but there you go. And those who know what I'm talking about know how. But then again, I really had to think about that. I was like, would I really? If you offered me the chance, would I? I would rather listen to a non-stop loop of a whole new world and My Heart Will Go On, Let It Go, and every song from Hamilton. I would rather chew on a rose bush. Anything else? I'm not coming up with anything else just off the top of my head, but that should give you a pretty fair idea of what this movie is and what it stands for. It is an abomination of God and nature. But here's the thing, though. This is why it doesn't surprise me. I pretty much knew that going in. I knew, and I've said it on here many times, comedies this is what they are now. And I don't know, I didn't think this one was going to be any different, so I'm getting exactly what I knew was coming, so it's not like I'm, but, it disgusts me, not just because this is a particularly disgusting movie, but because it's just as disgusting as every other comedy out there. It really is. And it's like, and you watch it, and it's just a sad commentary on what we find humorous now. And again, I know I can get on my high horse. I like basketball, but I mean, I don't know. I don't. These comedies are shit, and the people in them are shit, and the people who make them are shit. And what's worse is that they had this thing, and you always. Here's how you know a movie is bad. This is how you know a movie is bad. Is that with all the bad movies that I have seen, normally at the front there is some plea from the actors in the movie thanking you for coming to the theater to see their piece of shit film. They don't put that thing, hi, I'm so-and-so, and I'm so-and-so, and thank you for coming and seeing this film, because there's so many options for seeing movies nowadays, and we just want to thank you for coming and choosing to go to the movies. On the surface, that seems like it's some kind of plea from the movie theaters to please give them business. It's not. It is the actors and people in these piece of shit films thanking you for being fooled and giving them your money. So, you're welcome. So yeah, it's a piece of shit. It really is. And I'm not going to go into any more details because I refuse to give this movie any more of my precious time than the hour and a half it has already robbed from me. So that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, drive safe, and I'll see you at the movies.